Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at my replay for my 50th solo win on this account. We're in Fortnite replays, so it might get a little bit laggy. And let's just get started. Okay, we are dropping off the battle bus currently. We are heading for authority. We are pretty much trying to get a weapon first and land the quickest, so that we have the competitive advantage against other players. Because if we drop before them and get the weapon, then they don't have a weapon. So yeah, we're dropping around the top of the authority, grabbing an assault rifle, jumping off the building, casually taking no fall damage. Noticing that Jules is really close to us. Heading for the Elam, but getting sprayed. Dangerous on the low health. Jules is breaking in from above, so we have to hide over in the vents. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit crazy, and we get like one Elam. We almost got a second one, but we had to run away because we were at 2 health. So I am healing up right now, taking them bandies, going out trying to get Jules. Running away because I'm kind of low on health. Gonna take the extra bandy to get the extra little bit of health. Okay, this is a fun room. So, I'm sitting back here, breaking the vent with the assault rifle to get it over with. Scanning the place, trying to make sure I know exactly where Jules is, so then no surprises come when I go out and grab the grappler and drum gun. And no, I don't loot the vaults in this game, just because it's kind of a stressful game mode since it's so fast-paced and hardcore. Which, don't get me wrong, I love it, how hardcore and fast it is. It's just, sometimes you gotta be smart and take the competitive advantages you got. Yeah, so there's the knock on Jules. We are trying to get our loot, but someone's trying to push us. Reloading my tack. This is the Elam I was talking to you guys about, where I didn't get the Elam, but I dealt so much damage. That's one of the lag spikes that can occur in Fortnite replay mode. He was at 2 HP like after that spray, so I go down for the Jules drum gun just to quickly swoop it up. I got caught in the wrong fight. I am at 2 health currently, running away just because I really want to get out of this fight alive. Like, I really don't want to fight these kids. Gonna real quick place a metal cone and res up with bandies. Excuse me. So, back to the gameplay. about done taking our bandies, we are going to edit out of our cone and head up the hillside, trying to get the high ground just in case these kids run after me, since no one in arena really goes for the balls. They mostly come there for the mythical weapons because they're the most OP weapons in the game and they do so much damage. I see a build fight down there. I choose not to compete in it just because of the fact that I really don't want to risk it with the health I'm at, because I'm a one tap to any shotgun that's hit easily. Because if they miss their shotgun shots and hit like 2% of the bullets, then I'd live, but I would probably die if they hit all their shotgun shots right into my foot, leg, you name it, probably would have killed me. Farming up materials since I only had like 2 of them once I left the authority. Sorry about the lag, just how it's going. So I do notice that there has been a lot of fighting around where I am at currently. I'm just trying to farm up wood, get max wood, because that comes really useful in like end game scenarios, build fights. Builds are just useful, especially if you're really good at building. If you're not the best at building, I don't recommend that you not get builds, but it's just don't try and like mess yourself up. Don't push yourself way too hard. Trying to go at your own pace if you're starting to learn how to build and all that. So I'm currently at full wood now, heading over, picking up the FAMAS, aka now called Burst. Just trying to get as far away from people as possible. There, as you can see on the mini map, in the very corner, you can see 2 blue arrows. Those are other people. That's another feature that comes in Fortnite replays. There's a purple arrow on that center island, which means there's a person there, in which I head down there, and yep, there's the lag. I am now almost at full brick, around 400. There are 26 players left currently. 2 people rotating right behind me. I'm surprised they didn't see me then, but I mean, I am in a house and they are on the other side of the ridge. I am now at full brick, full wood, and partial metal. So now, this is the purple guy on the island I was talking about, walking around. I could hear his footsteps from here, and I was just like, I don't want a part of this. Get me out of here. Really not a fan. Shark right there, trying to run away from him. I'm just trying to get as far away from people as possible until I'm like, maybe around full shield-ish. Because 150 health, you don't want to rush people unless it's the beginning of the game. Heading over to one of the new gas stations that were added in the Cars update, as most people like to call it, otherwise known as the 13.40 update. Running away from Storm barely by an inch. It is now moving on to the 3rd Storm Circle. We have got a little bit of time to get into it. There are 20-ish players left. 21 to be exact. Heading over, see the big pot, take it. There are now 19 players left, and counting, or shall we say, minusing. rezzed up, go out to grab the grappler again, trying to farm up my metal and get as much of it as possible, just because I feel like I'm good at building, and I mostly use all the mats that I can ever get, that I ever have in an arena match, just because I build so much. Sometimes I feel like I'm overbuilding, or so I'm trying to work on that, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I just build so much so then I can protect myself with extra cover. There's a magenta guy, a magenta color arrow up in the mini-map, heading towards Slurpy Swamp. And then the storm is coming in 30 seconds. There's still 19 players left. I'm trying to find shotgun shots because since you can't see, sadly, since you can't see my hotbar because it doesn't show, I have 0 shotgun shots, which is actually why I was grappling around looking for ammo crates, chests, you name it, I was looking for it. Because I was just low on ammo in general. I'm actually surprised I won this match with how low of ammo I actually was. The lag right there. Okay. 18 players left. The storm is now moving, so I gotta move out. Gotta farm up this metal real quick. As I said earlier, for me, I strive to have the best mats I can possibly get in the game. Using the bunny hop maneuver to push myself that extra little bit. Breaking the cart just for the extra metal and wood. Breaking these trucks also for the extra metal and mats. So we're still going through the match. Right now I will name out my loadout. I'm pretty sure it was minis. No. So I have bandages, the grappler, drum gun, a green tack with no shots, and a FAMAS. And the 2 guns that do have ammo, which is the FAMAS and the drum gun, they only have 64 bullets in each. Or, yeah, basically. Still using that bunny hop maneuver to push me that extra mile. I am sifting through the loot. Hold on, wait for the lag. I am sifting through this build battles loot, and I found a shotgun finally with actual shots. Now I am full mats on everything. I head up here trying to get the high ground. This is kind of the camping part of the match where I just chill out, kind of. Calm down in a way. Switching out my bandies for chug splashes. Those second ones were invisible. Don't know why. Just trying to maintain full mats at all times. So I'm basically camping high ground. I usually don't camp. I usually push people. But since it's arena, I'm just trying to get as many points as possible. So, yeah. So right now I am using the big cone maneuver, where you combine a bunch of cones and create kind of a big dome in a way. Or triangular prism, I'm pretty sure that is. In geometry terms at all. So now this is kind of the boring part where I just sit still. Usually I have other YouTubers playing in the background while I'm playing, just to have fun while I'm playing. Also to just mess around in these camping stages of my matches because since it's top 11, I'm trying to get that top 5. Because that is an extra 30 points added on, and to get inside Champion League, you need 6,000 points to be exact, and which I have gone pretty down in points lately, which is not the best, but I mean, I like the competition. It's fun for me to go against really competitive players because they're just so like hardcore, and it's enjoyable to see who has the better skill in these build fights and all that. Gotta take a breath there. So, still in the camping stage, waiting until this new storm circle appears. There is 11 players in this very small ring. It is soon going to go to the half in, half out, which is half in storm, half out of storm, and it will kind of it will push storm back, but also move storm forward from a different angle. Okay. So I was wrong. This is the ring directly before the half in, half out. I am still camping. So, as you can see on my mini map, there are 10 small triangles almost. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that 6 includes me. So, it's still going. Still in the camping stage of most of my matches. Usually once it makes like top 25, usually I want to just go for those elims, but this match I really don't. Right now I am editing it so then from behind, just in case extra players are rotating, they can't hit me unless they break the extra walls. So basically giving myself extra protection in a way. I thought someone was directly under me because on the mini map usually you cannot see those other colored triangles. Me trying to keep all the extra loot up so then I have extra loot to refer back to when playing the game. It is almost the 5th circle, aka half in, half out. Using cone edits so then I can sit there in a way. Trying to farm my mats up, also get a really good view in the lobby. Just replacing those because it just felt weird to me having them open like that. I don't know why, it just did. So honestly, just calming down in this point of the match still. I am waiting for the last 4 other players to show themselves. I knew there was someone all the way in ring because you can see them moving slightly right then. I didn't know that there were 3 people right next to that drop, as you can see on the mini-map. But they all were kind of moving out of ring. I don't know why. If it was me who was there next to ring, I probably would have held ring so then I could shoot the players coming in. That's probably one of the better strategies because if you hold ring, people have to tunnel in competitive games to make sure that they don't get hit by high ground players. So right now I'm using the trees as cover, trying to get that perfect grappler angle. I am heading over. And then I land in the tree, kind of parkouring around in the tree. Just sitting there waiting for Storm to push me out of the tree. This is kind of the exciting part. Just give it a few moments. There are 4 players left, and those four players are including me. Ripped the ankles right there. That was a lot of damage. And yes, I knew someone was directly next to me then. That's why I ran. This is kind of funny how I damaged this player. Not the one right there, but right there, the guy in the bush. He was just sitting there thinking he could get away with farming mats. Nah, fam. I think you have to try. Now this is the completely in-storm ring, where you have to rotate and tunnel through land that was overcome by the storm. And yeah. So, this is the 6th ring. And this is kind of where the match ends. It doesn't make it to the 7th ring. If you make it to the 9th ring, that is the completely closed storm where it turns into heal off. So you might see some of those on the channel, which is actually pretty interesting. Trying to shoot the guy out of the sky, and then I'm trying to get that kill on the guy who was in the bush. I did not know he had the shockwave right then, but now I do. And then I see him trying to shoot me out of the tree. So I will take that kit shot then. Sadly, I didn't have enough time to grab the shockwave, but I did have enough mats to outbuild the man's. He died to fall damage, sadly, but it gave me the elim, so I ended the match in 3 elims. It's because I dealt damage. I tried to break him down, but that didn't really work. So I just out-healed him because he was kind of back in the storm. And that is the end of the match and the end of this video. I will see you guys next time, and until then, peace.